set. We want your home to be pure. We want the air that you breathe to smell incredible. This is amazing technology from Bell and Howell. These are the Ionic Maxx air purifiers. Okay, it's this big. Look at that, one air purifier, because it uses ionic technology. This is different than any of those other big, bulky air purifiers to really eliminate those odors. It's so quiet, but you use it in most rooms, especially your kitchens, especially your bathrooms, cooking odors, bathroom odors. That's not a very good intro to intro Lou Caputo. Let me see if I can come up with something else. Maybe cooking. How about No, Lou Caputo. Lou Caputo's here. Technology. Technology. Boy, it's great. Technology. How's that? Now. All right.
Okay, this is probably, thank you for that intro.
Yeah.
This is probably the smallest, most compact air purifier you've ever seen, okay? It's from Bell & Howell. They've been around for over 109 years. It's a name we know and trust. And this uses, as Shannon said, this uses an ionic technique to get the air through this, okay? So the way this works is when you plug this in, it goes into any two-prong outlet. There's a power switch button right here on top. That's actually gonna light up once you, oh, take a look at this. When you plug it in, that's what it's gonna look like, all right?
Okay.
Now, what it does is, though, it starts to emit negative ions into the air. And when those negative ions go out into the air, they start to attract things that are positively charged. And we know this from science class way back when we were in school, okay? Opposites attract. Now, the things that are positively charged in the air, dust, pollen, dander, stuff like that that's floating around in the air, it's gonna get pulled into the unit itself, and it goes right in there. Now, inside of this is a little tiny stainless steel collection plate. I'm gonna turn this around. And by the way, there are no moving parts in this because it is using the ionic force to get things through. There's a stainless steel collection plate in here. This becomes charged with static electricity, okay? So if you've ever been to a kid's birthday party, rubbed the balloon on your head and stuck it to a wall, all right? Same principle. So everything will get stuck to this. You just rinse this under your faucet, wipe it off, and it's good to go again. There's no filters to ever replace, and there are no moving parts in these. There's no fan. Take a look at this video, and you're gonna see the way it'll clear out a smoke chamber. Now, the reason it can do that is because it actually uses those negative ions to move the air. Each one of these, and you're getting two in the set, each one of these will work in a room of 120 square feet. So that's a 10 by 12 room that one of these will work in. But to show you that these actually do something, we're gonna come over here to the smoke chamber that I have set up. All right, now we've already got a unit in here and it's already plugged in. I'm gonna introduce some smoke into the chamber here, okay? Just a wee bit of smoke in there. Now, watch what's gonna happen here, because in a few seconds, you're gonna start to see right in about this vicinity that the smoke is going to start to move, okay? So right now, the negative ions are going out into the air, okay? They're starting to attract the smoke in, and once that smoke starts to go into the chamber right there, you're gonna start to see what we call the boiling, okay? The air actually starts to move through there, and it's using the negative ions to attract that smoke. It doesn't need a fan, and it's the most amazing thing once you start to see it. Okay, there we go. It's starting to go on right there. And once you start to see that, the amazing thing is that, just remember, nothing to break in this. Totally silent. There's never a filter replacer, nothing else you have to do. It just moves the air using science. And that's what's so incredible for that. So we'll come back to that in just a second and take a look at it. Probably need to put a little more smoke in there already. Wow.
Already. Well, speaking of incredible, this is the lowest price we've ever offered. You're saving $15 today. You're getting two, which makes it a $10 bill each. That's really amazing. And you'll know right away when they start to work, because you'll notice no odors. You'll notice when you put it next to the cat box, you'll notice that even when you take that out to rinse it off and there's no filter to replace.
Right.
It's really attracted all of that.
Well, and that's the big deal about this too, is that it not only cleans the air, it deodorizes the air at the same time. And the reason is this: if you've ever stood by a waterfall, or maybe you've gone outside after a thunderstorm, you smell the air and it has this wonderful fresh smell, okay? That's because the air is charged with negative ions. That's what fresh air really smells like. Unlike, take a look at what's in front of us on the table here, the things we have here. Because a lot of people, if you have a smoker in the house, for instance, maybe you're going out there and buying some of these sprays, or you're buying some of these little crystals, or some of these little things here that smell like strawberries or blueberries, or, you know, fresh linen, you know, whatever that's supposed to be. And all these are doing is they're masking the odors. They're not actually getting rid of the odors. What our product does, these Ionic Maxx air purifiers, is they actually eliminate the odors. If you've got a cat box, okay, you know, put one by the cat box. If your kids play sports, put one by their stuff. You're wondering why that's blue.
What did your cat eat?
A Smurf.
It's nice.
I'm just saying. So anyway, now.
But explain it.
Yeah, yes, I would explain it. Now, I want to show you something here. And this is interesting. I took a collection plate out of one of our units that's been plugged in for quite some time now, okay? And I'm going to put it in this glass of water. Now, when you look at this water, you think to yourself, my gosh, oh, wait a minute. Let's cut back to that real quick. Look at the swirling going on right here. See that right there?
Oh, yep.
That's what I was talking about. It took a couple seconds, but it's going. Take a look at that. It's moving the air. It's moving the smoke using the negative ions. Okay, back to me. Here we go. I'm directing you from out here. Watch what we're going to do. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it in the glass of water, which is beautiful spring water. You would absolutely drink this. But if I rinse off one of our collection plates, I want you to see what's going on there. So right off the bat, you can see the water has suddenly started to change colors. It's not a pure white anymore, as you can see right there. And little tiny, look at, oh my gosh, it's actually kind of a brownish color, right?
Yeah,
now watch this. I'm going to rinse this off. I'm just going to wipe it, and I want you to see what's on there, okay? So this is what you're breathing into your lungs, okay? You would never drink that water, but that's what you're inhaling into your lungs. That's why you want to get one of these in every room in the house. And I know a lot of folks out there have the big air purifiers with the big filters and all those things, and you're using them in big rooms. What about the small rooms? What about those areas of 120 square feet or less where you'd like to have maybe another one? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care how good your air purifier is, it's not going to work for the upstairs if it's downstairs.
True.
You know what I mean? You're getting 2 of these for this price, so you can put them in every room in the house if you wanted to.
Yeah, and you really can. And it kind of boosts the other air purifier as well.
Does.
And it's silent, totally silent.
Don't hear sound.
$19.95 for 2. That means put one in every room in the house. Why not? They're unobtrusive. They actually, one of them even has that extra plug as well. It comes with a little extra outlet
so
on the side. Yeah, you're not even losing a plug. This is how you know it's working. You turn the button and the red light goes on. And then when it comes time to wash off that filter, you see all the nastiness that didn't end up in your lungs.
Look at that right there, okay? That's what we were talking about earlier. See how that smoke is actually moving? Remember, there's no fan inside of this. There's nothing moving the air other than science. The ions are going out. The negative ions are going out into the air. They're attracting all the positive ions, and they're pulling them through that collection plate, which is statically charged, and it's going to remove everything from the air before it passes through the other side.
That's really incredible.
It's kind of cool,
you can see it working here. You'll be able to you can feel the difference in your house because of those ions, the negatively charged ions. But how fascinating, and what an amazing price to be able to get that kind of technology, and that really does work. You can see it really working. $19.95, lowest price we've ever had. A lot of you on the phone, I'd go straight to hsn.com. Be sure to get yours. There's not a limit today on how many you can purchase. You can get 10. You can get 20. You can have these in your garage. Imagine, do you put an air purifier, you put a $200 air purifier in your garage? You probably don't.
No.
Where can you think of that you would need it more than in the garage where you keep all those stinky, gassy tools?
Yeah, I mean, you could put it out there. You could put it in your laundry room. You could put it in bathrooms. I mean, all the different rooms in the house. And you saw how easily that collection plate comes out. Whoops, I just dropped the back. That's fine.
That for you.
Just leave that there. We got more. The back fits right on there, and everything goes right through the collection plate right here. And I've actually had these in my house for a couple of years now because we've been selling this for a few years, and I don't use any other air purifiers. You know, so if you're cooking a lot, you can put one in the kitchen by your stove. You know, if you want to put them in the bedrooms, if you want to put it in the bathrooms, take one to your office. How about your cubicle at work? Okay, because remember, it doesn't just clean the air. It doesn't just get the contaminants out of the air. What it's also going to do, it's going to deodorize. So you're going to have a fresher smell. You're going to have cleaner air, all combined in this one tiny little compact unit.
Well, it really is incredible, and I love being able to see it actually sort of filtering through the air, because you can't see ions in the air. Obviously, we can't see that.
Yeah.
You can feel the difference when it's in your room. You can, of course, smell the difference, but you can literally see the difference.
I'll put more smoke in there.
Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put more smoke in there because the thing is, notice it keeps clearing the smoke out. That's the thing. So I have to keep putting smoke inside of the chamber so you can actually see what it's doing. But I'm telling you, once it gets going, because it takes a little bit for those negative ions to actually start getting out there, but once they do, look. Right away, it's doing it again right there. See that? You can actually see it. And remember, no fan, no moving parts, totally silent, nothing to ever replace. And that's the cool thing about these, is that I've never seen anything that actually cleans the air. Because, you know, you hear people talk about how you got to move the air. You got to move the air and get it through a filter of some sort. That's what this does, is uses those negative ions to get it through that collection plate on the inside, and then just rinse this. You never have to change this out. All you do is rinse it, wipe it off. It's very simple to do.
It really is. today we've made it really simple to get home because it's only $19.95 and you're getting two. You get one that actually has that extra little plug on the side.
I'm looking like,
where's she talking about?
Yeah.
That actually has that little extra plug on the side, so you're not, if you're using this in your bathroom and you're like, no, I can't afford to lose a plug, you're not losing a plug. You're actually just gaining fresher air. $9.98 on Flex to get this home, and there's not a limit. So think about those small rooms, the bathrooms, the closets. Oh my goodness, your closet, right?
If you have a plug in your closet or right outside the closet. Yeah, exactly.
Stinky shoe, no more stinky shoe closet. That's incredible. So get that home at $9.98. Thanks so much,
You're very
Lou.
welcome, my pleasure.
All right, we really appreciate it. Get yours while we've still got them at that price. They will definitely not last. And if you want an additional $10 off, you can get an HSN card and you will save $10 off your very first purchase right as soon as you are approved. You'll know on the phone, or when you apply online, you'll get that approval right away. You'll save $10 off on your first purchase. Now, coming up later on in this hour,